Hi, my name is Jiu Streetsu, and I will be your self-defense instructor throughout this application. The purpose of this app is to teach you how to defend yourself effectively while remaining within the reasonable force framework. Most of our techniques are based on the original Jiu-Jitsu, but over the years they have been redesigned to fit the requirements of the modern street fight. Hence the name Jiu Streetsu. We believe that our app will redefine the standards for self-defense education in many ways, and we'd like to share with you why we think so. It has to do both with the techniques themselves and with the design of the app. Now, what's so special about the techniques? Well, first of all, they work. They work against an opponent who is larger than you, and they work against an opponent who is resisting. How do we know that? The thing is that these techniques have been used by private security companies to train their security personnel and bodyguards. There are hundreds of field reports on real-life application of the techniques. That's how we know they work. Second, the scope. We are offering you a pretty much comprehensive set of techniques, nearly 70 in the first 4 sections, which cover almost all kinds of grabs, holds, and chokes coming from the front and the rear, as well as attacks with a knife and a gun. We cover almost everything which might happen to you on the street. Third, it's a system. It means that in addressing various kinds of threats, the techniques use as many common technical elements as possible. The more common elements, the easier it is to learn, and the less you have to think when a situation arises. And last but not the least, our techniques are focused on restraining the attacker in a manner adequate to the level of threat he represents. This is extremely important. Frequently, you've been taught by self-defense instructors. Imagine you're in the street and there are no rules, so everything is allowed. Problem is, there are rules, and those rules are called the criminal law. So when those instructors teach you deadly or disability-causing techniques, and then you go and apply them on the street, you might get in very serious trouble with the law. Believe me, cases when defenders on the street end up as defendants in a courtroom happen much more often than you can imagine. With the techniques you will find here, you will have more chances to stay out of trouble with the law than in case you use military or special forces techniques or even many sports techniques. Now, what's so special about the design of our app? Well, first of all, I guess you've noticed the quality it's been built with. We aspired to make the application worthy of the device it's running on. We made our videos in black and white colors so that you can see everything clearly, even on a small screen. Navigating through the techniques and finding the one you need has never been easier. Once you've found the technique of your choice, you can focus on that stage of your learning process with that technique where you are at the moment, because each technique is represented at 4 levels of depth. First, a photo slideshow with step-by-step instructions. Second, a video preview with a full speed and slow performance. Third, a video tutorial where we explain how to perform a technique correctly. And fourth, the one we're most proud of, the common errors section, where we explore all the major ways you can perform a technique incorrectly. Our instruction materials are so versatile and detailed that you can actually learn something. And last but not least, training in martial arts requires at least 2 people to be involved. So where do you find a training partner? We have thought of that for you. And we have created local communities. As a matter of fact, we have created hundreds of local communities for all major cities and colleges. So chances are there is one in your area. All communities are completely Facebook-based. So all you have to do is find the nearest one and join it with a single click. It's that simple. Within a community, you can discuss the techniques, find yourself training partners, engage your friends, and set up training events for groups of people and whatever else you can think of. It is a great tool. If you did not find a community in your area, you can create one yourself and submit it to us through our website. We will add it to the list. And on a closing note, in the app, there is a small Facebook game where we encourage you to click like on our Facebook page and pass the word about us to your friends in order to speed up the release of our future apps. We hope you will have fun in the process. At the same time, we totally mean it. No clicks, no tricks. So the more active you are, the sooner you will get new releases from us. Take care. See you in the tutorials.